Namaste and welcome to a presentation on a study of sales variance. Let us take up a question from June 19 exam where we are given a sales budget, its quantities and price leading to sale value to be realized at the end of a period. And we are also given for that period, that is quarter, actual sales under 3 products and the actual prices realized. And we are supposed to determine 5 variances. And what we will do is, we will use our standard template for this purpose and then understand clearly what is the meaning and significance of each variance and how it is derived. First, the budgets to sell, we have named it as a standard quantity and an acronym as Q, and we have got 3 products P, Q and R, and the prices as SP, and we post the figures 500, 400 and 100, and at the same time we post the prices 30, 20 and 50, and the sales budget is for a standard quantity of 1000. Then we post the actual sales achieved during the quarter 400, 500 and 350, adding up to 950, and we also post the actual price or actual rate, as we can conveniently call it, and this is the input which is given: standard quantity, standard price, actual quantity, actual price. We set out to sell 1000 units of PQR put together, but we achieved 950. When we start solving the problem, first we have to look into the actual of 950, but the standard was 1000. There is a requirement to find out the standard quantity for the actual achievement. For 950, what should have been the standard mix? For example, for 1000, the ratio is 5:4:1. If it is 950, how does 5:4:1 work out? That comes as a part of the procedure, which we will do it like this. For 1000, it is 500 for A, and the actual ratio is different. What should be the standard ratio for the actual sales achieved? If it is 500 for 1000, for 950, it is 475. If it is 400 for 1000, for 950, it is 40% of 950, 380. Similarly, 100 for 1000, for 950, it is 95. This is how we revise the standard quantity to match the actual sales. 1000 becomes 950, and it is essential that we have matching of these two quantities perfectly, and the ratio has to be adopted from the origin. This is step number 1. Once step number 1 is over, we have a simple procedure of converting it into sales price. Just like we have put sales price here, RSQ into SP is RSQ SP. This is what we are going to do. 475 into 30, 14,250, 380 into 20, 7,600, 95 into 50, 4,750. This is one set of figure, which means sale value of revised sale quantity. This is item number 1. Second, we take standard quantity, which was originally there as 1000, multiply it with the standard price, and we derive standard quantity into standard price. This is another set. This is the original goal. This is the reset goal. Reset goal, original goal, and its value 500 into 30, 400 into 20, and 100 into 50. Once that is done, we do the same procedure for the actuals. Actual quantity into actual standard price. Actual quantity into standard price. We 400 into 30, 500 into 20, and 50 into 50. Then we have got the value. Then we go for actual quantity into actual price. It is all quantity into price, and we total all the four of them. Now you will realize in the first three columns, 1, 2, 3, the multiplier is common. SP, standard price, and standard price. And in the last column, it is the actual price. Therefore, it is a revised standard quantity into standard price, standard quantity into standard price, actual quantity into standard price are the first three values based on standard price. Only last column is based on actual quantity and actual rate. Once this is done, we have got all values ready, and your workings will be based on these four columns. Starting point is this. This was our original standard. We revised the standard. We achieved this at standard price, and this is the actual thing. Let us get going. How we proceed? The question asks us, what is the sales value variance? When we talk of variance, we compare one of these figures with the other. Our original task was 28,000. We actually achieved 23,000. Then we revised our target. And if we value the actuals at target price, it is this 4 figure. What do you mean by sale value? Sale value, when we talk of, is starting from here going up to here. Fourth value and first value. We have highlighted this space with the green also. RSQ, SP and AQAR, first column and fourth column, difference between the two. When you deduct, you should start from your right. Means we start from here. 23,000 minus 26,600 is nothing but 3,600. Simple thing. Sales value is a revenue. If the revenue goes down, here we are getting negative. From 26,600 it has gone down to 23,000, means sales has gone down. When the sales goes up, when the revenue goes up, it is favorable. When the revenue goes down, it is adverse. Therefore, the significance of this letter A. 3,600 fall in sales and it is an adverse. And we can also indicate it by an arrow. 23,000 minus 26,600. Overall change in the value of sales is sales value variance, which is nothing but revised sales quantity into standard price minus actual sales achieved at actual rate. This is 3,600 lower than the estimate. Therefore, it is adverse. Then we have got the second one, sales price. Now we will just see what is it. Take the third and fourth column, AQSP and AQAR. It is actual price. It can be AP also. Second part is price. First part is quantity. Quantity and quantity are the same. Difference is in terms of sales price minus actual rate. Any variance in sales based on actual quantity derived from differing prices, SP and AP or AR, that is called sales price variance. Therefore, when we take these two, we take out the common parts and what remains is SP and AP, which are different. Difference in price causing values of sales to vary is called price variance, and it is from AQSP and AQAR. When we do the deduction, it is from the right side. 23,000 minus 24,500 is 1,500 negative, and fall in revenue, therefore it is adverse. This is how we indicate 23,000 minus 24,500. Then comes here, once again, we are just highlighting it here to show these are the two columns which will be affected. Next is sales volume variance. Here the sales variance was due to price. Now it will be due to volume. Volume is always represented by Q. Let us take it up. Here we are taking another two columns. We are moving like this. SQSP, AQSP. Here the SP is common. Therefore, this is the difference arising out of quantity or volume or mix. And when we take it up, we can just say this is sales volume variance, which varies because of the difference in quantity when SP remains the same. Second and third column, 24,000 minus 500 minus 28,000. We can have a look at the arrow representation, and it is the same thing which we have indicated here. SQSP minus AQSP, common being SP, it is difference arising because of the difference in quantity. Then we have got the sales sub-volume. Volume always refers to quantity, and sub-volume is nothing but, initially we have standard quantity 1000. We revised it to 950 to match the ratio of actual production. The difference between these two columns, RSQSP and SQSP, if you look into SP and SP are common, it is the variance arising because of the difference between revised sale quantity and sale quantity, which is nothing but 1400. Now, if you look into, it is 28,000 minus 26,600. The difference is 1,400 plus. If sales becomes plus, it becomes favorable. Therefore, we are putting it as F. If we look at this, same logic which we indicated here, RSQSP minus SP, SPSP common, therefore RSQ minus SQ is sales sub-volume. And as we see here now, there is one item called sales mix. Sales mix is talking of sales volume and sales sub-volume both put together. It is RSQSP after two columns is AQSP. These two. It is simply toggling between the two columns. If you look into, it is 24,500 minus 26,600, and that is the total of sales mix variance. If you look into the patch, the green patch is nothing but the yellow patch of item number 3 and item number 4. Effectively, what we are saying is, if you add sales volume and sales sub-volume put together, that leads to sales mix. 3 plus 4 is equal to 5. This is the sales mix variance, and that helps us answer all the 5 questions, and that is the solution. Effectively, what you have seen here is that we first convert the data, calculating the RSQ, make the 4 columns, and the variance is simply deducting one column from the other, finding out what is the header, what is common, remove the common thing. The difference is the name given either to value, price, volume, sub-volume, or mix. This is an example from December 2017. The difference between this particular problem and the previous one of 2019 is that instead of giving the price, here they have given the sales value. For every working, what we need is quantity, standard, standard price, actual quantity, actual price. Here sales value for budgeted means it is standard quantity into standard price. It is only a matter of posting at the right place. Otherwise, it talks of similar items. Let us take it up. X Limited uses budgetary control and standard costing system. The following are the data. A, B, C, D are the 4 products. We post them. Then we have got units to be sold. 100, 50, 175, 325 in all. We have got sales value. Sales value is nothing but standard quantity into standard price. We have got a standard column for it. We can simply post it there. SQ, SP, standard quantity into standard price is sales value. Make the posting 1200, 600, 900 and 450. Similarly, we have got actual sales, AQ. We make the posting 100, 50, 250. We have given actual sales value AQAR 1100, 600 and we have got all the figures posted. Once the posting is done, we know that we have sold 400. We have to calculate revised standard for the actual quantity of 400, means distributing AQ in the ratio of SQ. If 100 is for 325, how much is for 400? This is what exactly we are going to do. That becomes 123, 50 becomes 61, 100 becomes 123. If you just see, 100 becomes 123. Even C was also 100, it becomes 123. 75 becomes 92.3. We have got 400, which matches with the actual quantity. Therefore, RSQ is the first step to derive. Once we derive that, we have to ensure that we get this particular price. How do we get it? SQ dividing SQ SP is SP. We derive this price. 1200 by 100 is 12. 600 divided by 50 is 12. 900 by 100 is 9. And 75 dividing 450 is equal to 6. That way we derive the SP. Similarly, we derive AR also. 1100 divided by 100, 600 divided by 50, 1700 divided by 200 and 300 divided by 50, we get 6. Now we have got standard quantity, standard price, actual quantity, actual price. Then we have posted SQSP as given, AQAR. Now we have got the revised sales quantity. Now the multiplication to be done as per our standard template, RSQ into SP is RSQSP. RSQ into SP is RSQSP. We multiply 123 into 12, 61 into 12, 123 into 9, 92, and we get the figure of RSQSP 3877. Similarly, we take standard quantity and standard price, standard quantity and standard price, multiply SQSP, second column. We post the figures 100 into 12, 50 into 12, 100 into 9 and 75 into 6. And third is SP into AQ. It is a cumulative process. SPAQ or AQSP as we write it. 12 into 100, 12 into 50, 9 into 200, 6 into 50. We have got these figures. Then the last step is fourth column, AQ into AR. we post the figures and we strike the totals of these columns: 3,150, 3,900, 3,700. Once we derive these 5 and identify the values of these 4 columns, it is a matter of cumulatively moving from one column to the other and taking out the values for value analysis. We have put the totals. Now let us come back to the question. Calculate sales volume. Sales volume refers to quantity. Let us just see what is sales volume. SQSP minus AQSP, which is nothing but, when we put SQSP, SP and SP is common. Difference or the valuation difference is due to standard quantity and actual quantity. Anything based on quantity alone is called volume. Sales volume variance is 750, which is nothing but SQSP minus AQSP. 3,900 minus 3,150, 750. It is plus. Sales, when it is positive, it is favorable. Similarly, we have got sales price. When the variance is only due to price, we calculate the price variance. Price variance is due to, here, AQ and AQ. Difference in price is SP and AP. 3,700 minus 3,900 is minus 200. When the revenue is negative, it becomes adverse. This is what we are putting it as. And third one is sales variance. When you say sales variance, it talks of the total. When it is total, sales variance is RSQSP and AQAR. Overall, the width that is covered is from here to here, means we are talking of this value, first value and the last value. Sales value variance talks of 3,700 minus 3,877, and that is the sales value variance. In our standard template, we can also derive 2 more variances, which we have done in other illustrations. We can do it the same way. Sales subvolume is between RSQSP and SQSP, these two. Once again, 3,150 minus 3,877 is 727 negative, which is adverse. Similarly, sales mix variance is nothing but RSQSP minus AQSP, longer one, and that will be 3,900 minus 3,877. And as we have seen, item number 5 is the total of 3 and 4. Even if you add these two values, yellow patches, it is equal to green patch, which we have seen as one rectangle. And you need to understand one thing. Item number 5 and item number 2, when they are put together, this space and this space, when I put together, which is equal to this space in total, look at the width, this plus this, that is sales value variance is equal to sales price and sales mix variance. That is the solution to this problem. And this is the way to follow the standard template and move it. And this avoids even remembering the formula. When you understand value is due to revised sales quantity and sales price with actual. Sales price is due to price. Volume is due to volume, that is quantity. Sub volume is because of changing from original standard to revised standard. And this, when it becomes an habit, this template helps you solve it in style. Hope you liked the presentation. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot.